When Google has, dude, I was like, this street view thing. I can literally travel from here to Manly on my phone.
Yeah.
That is.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No, that is amazing. I was shocked. I was on the other side of my flat, and I went around the block, and on my phone, I'm like, wow. For an hour, I actually went around further into town and all these. No, this is
and explode.
No, this is crazy.
You give me your address now. I'll see your house.
I'll see
if you have
your
a
house
change.
now. I did that with Grace as well. I went to. She gave me my address. I'm like, okay, let me see this place. I went and. Wow.
With the yellow gates.
Dude, I saw it. Complex. It's a complex. Yeah, it's this name. Yeah, straight there on my screen. I'm like, okay, this is dangerous, but hey,
It's dangerous.
No, why is it dangerous? I mean, what would prevent anyone from walking, like taking a car to
that's
say
the
anywhere?
problem. You know what? We've got this mentality around privacy and
Yeah, it's.
I think it's really stupid sometimes. If you're gonna have a stranger that you don't know whether I'm a serial killer or not, but chances are not. You know, fine. I'm checking out your profile. So what?
But then again,
No.
let's touch on that the whole privacy thing. I think that if you have privacy, chilling, whatever, once you have a device that can invade your privacy, are you gonna blame the device or are you gonna blame the platform in which the device came? For instance, a cell phone, you're not allowed to have your cell phone in certain places. You know, are you gonna blame the device or are you gonna blame the platform in which you are free? Now you want to cover laws of privacy.
I'm not quite sure I understand. When you say platform, what are you talking about?
I mean,
actual social media.
yeah, actual social media
Okay,
platforms,
right.
or
Okay.
you know, just like Google, Google
Glass.
Yeah, Google Glass. No, it's not Google Glass, man. The whole Street View.
Oh,
thing.
Street View,
Yeah.
They got permission to go in the streets and take photos of everything. You know, but then within your little complex, you can't see anything.
Because I mean, if you say to Google can't take pictures on the street.
Yeah.
In other words, what you're saying is that the public space is private. That's what you're saying.
See, that's the thing.
So then, so you can't deny them the right to go take those pictures for their street view, even if it's your house, because they don't even take pictures of my house.
Yeah.
But your house is visible from a public.
Yes.
It's not from a public space, so it's not a private. The view of your house is not private.
It's not private. I mean, I'm driving past, I can see it.
Exactly.
But that's my problem with information and
thing.
social media. Why is it so private when you want to share stuff? You have a profile, you want to say things, and someone views it, you don't want someone to see it. But
okay,
exactly. You can't blame the platform.
You see, right there, people want to pretend as if they don't have the power to control how much information they share online. That's one thing I've realized when it comes to this privacy issue. Privacy online. People want to pretend as if they don't have the power to control what pictures they put, what information they put, who they share it with, and which they have that power. The tool itself, the platform itself, sure. The platform itself has all the tools to allow you to control your privacy. Like for example, now I don't put my cell phone number on my Facebook.
Yes.
I don't put it.
I don't put on my location.
Okay, I don't put my address.
Location.
I'm not gonna put my address. I'm not gonna put my cell phone number. I'm not gonna put my real birthday. I'm not gonna. Then somebody said, "But you're lying." But it wasn't lying. Why don't you put? And I said, "Look,
I didn't lie.
Exactly.
It actually brings me back to the point I was making about the validity of information now. Because now, think about the information you are withholding and the information that's out there.
Yeah.
If, let's say for instance, you have 10,000 people on your Facebook you interact with. Out of those 10,000, they know your birthday on another day. Now, does that make it true?
It makes it true for those people.
For them.
Yeah, which means that most of them. I see the dilemma that you. For that group of people, it will be true for them. But no, this guy was born on the 3rd of March. It will be
But that's the
it will be
danger.
what
That's the danger of
they
social
believe.
media.
It will be what they believe. But then, in terms of saying, okay, how does that information now impact on the quality of their lives and your life? The person who's going to suffer the most is going to be you, the person who's dispersing false information about yourself, because you risk a backlash. You risk a backlash because it means that whatever you do from now on, you're going to have to do it based on the false information. If you try to do it on the so-called correct information, you're going to get a backlash. These people are going to disown you. They're going to be angry with you. That's your. That's going to damage you.
And Facebook or whatever platform has got. Basically, it's either you take your real self character and put it there, or you take a fake one and put it there. So if you're going to be fake, not withholding information is not bad.
It's not bad.
It's fine. But if you're going to be fake or lie, there's going to be a point where it's just going to turn around and bite you.
Exactly, it does. You risk a backlash.
Yeah, so might as well withhold information, fine, but then at least be genuine or somewhere along those lines. Because now if you're going to be there and then someone, okay, no, you're going to be this super cool guy who has this and that.
For example, I mean, if you go on LinkedIn and then you don't put your real birthday, for example, right? And but your qualifications, you put the true ones. The backlash that you're going to experience is going to be minor. It's going to be nothing.
Yeah, basically nothing.
No one's going to play hate on you because you wrote the birthday. But if you wrote more, now you have a degree. Or Harvard, and you don't have a degree or Harvard, that is a huge problem. You're going to experience a huge backlash. Depending on
experiences as well. Projects and what?
Yeah, no. I worked with P. Diddy and just a lie,
It's very good.
So, but
even though the lie might still have a truth. I mean, we were also talking about how one doesn't really need school with the internet there. This guy might not have went to Harvard, but studied as much as the guy who went to Harvard.
yes, he can say he can
himself could be.
he can claim that look, I know Android. Okay, I know Android. Okay, I know it all. And then what did you study? I studied it by myself.
Self-taught.
No, but do you have a diploma? Do you have? No, I don't have, but I studied it.
That's my actual.
That's something a self-study.
People are not sharing enough truth. Therefore, the internet is
The validity of it is.
It's insanely obscure somehow.
I think that's the beauty of it.
No, I love it.
I think that's the beauty of it. For it to have true and false information.
Yes.
Why? Because if we knew that everything was true on the internet, it would necessarily disempower some people. You know what I'm saying? Because if a lie was to come up one day on the internet, no one would know that it's a lie. Then people would follow a lie. So, and then if we knew that everything was false on the internet, one day the truth might rise. Then it would be difficult for us to identify the truth. We would also think, it's a lie anyway. Then you find that it's a problem. So, what is important there is that it helps us to be skillful individuals in terms of being able to identify true information from false information. Or at least to have exactly, or at least to have an educated guess. Or this could be true, this could be a lie. And if this is true, how do I further confirm it to be true?
That's when you go further into your searches and your people. And
I think that's just life. That's just life. You could be walking, it's just old as the jungle. You could be walking in the jungle, then you're looking at up in a tree, and then you're thinking, is that a fruit or is that a snake? You see what I'm saying? And you should be able to, it's a survival tactic that is as old as nature. Am I being tricked? Because if you take your hand there and you haven't tried to check first, take a stick, poke it, and be like, there's something suspicious here, then you're dead. The snake is going to bite you and you're dead. So I think it's as old as nature. The internet is just as beautiful as the jungle. When you're going through it, you're going to have to
it's a rough place.
It's a rough place.
The tricks of
what you're saying is also like, I don't know if you guys have seen the story about how, I think it's NetQ Mobile. They released about a story of 65,000, they think there's 65,000 apps on Android alone made to hack the system. and they are out there, but they can't. Like it's people are not protecting their phones enough now. It's like you were saying, privacy and all of that. How many apps do you have that are not locked right now?
Indeed, probably all of this shit.
But how many of them are actually trusted? See, because now you're not protecting your own privacy again.
Yeah. You
But
thinking
now
of
there's 65,000 apps that nobody can do anything about except the user.
And who reads the terms and conditions anyway? You see,
That's the
it
thing.
starts there.
That's the first thing.
I mean, you upgrade your BBM and you upgrade your BBM and you reboot your phone, and then when you click on it, the terms and conditions thing
Sideways.
appears.
Sorry, yeah. Sideways. Oh, pick it up and yeah.
The thing appears and you don't read it. You just go say
That's the bottom.
but you don't know what that thing says.
Sure.
I'm sure out of 1,000 people,
Terms and conditions, I don't, typically we don't read them. But then, typically when you're walking on the street and you're walking into Sunny Park, do you read the terms and conditions of Sunny Park? Typically when you walk into Burger King, an entertainment place, ice rink colony.
oh yeah.
There's hundreds of terms and conditions before the number ice rink.
Yeah.
Do you read them? No. You got it? Listen, if you get hurt, if it's too cold and you get a flu, they've got all kinds of. But then it's like when we enter into the internet, all of a sudden people want to be all touchy feely, but they forget that on a daily basis. Actually, everything they do around them is just as loose as it is on the internet.
As soon as it says enter at own risk, I mean, you park your car here.
Yeah.
Most people park their cars, they don't even know. If their car goes missing here, don't even try blaming it on the security of the flat.
Exactly.
Straight. I mean, they tell you straight.
Exactly.
So human
Where you stay?
Exactly. And now then you want to come and cry about Facebook changing its privacy settings. Really?
As if you've read the
As if you've read
It's so silly. But today, it's accepted. It's accepted that. I think we've closed that question now.
Yeah.
Because the companies have stood up. The companies have stood up. Everybody's stood up and said, guys, if you want privacy, don't come to our conference. There's no privacy. Because, first of all, you guys, you want free things. You want, beautiful applications, all these things. And who's going to pay for that if we don't advertise? And then you guys, you want to do, you want to get everything and give nothing.
What did Facebook say the other day? When you register, it said it's free and it will always be. Yeah, and he knows what Facebook. It's free and it will always be.
Yeah.
So now that gives you that, oh no, it's free. But now you have access to the world of Facebook and you don't pay for it.
Exactly. Someone's going to pay for it.
Do you want to complain about Instagram taking your pictures and selling them to their third party, whatever, companies and advertisers and all that? You want to complain, but yet use Instagram's filters and this and that and all that.
Cool stuff. You want to enjoy cool stuff.
You want to enjoy it and use it and still link it to Facebook for free.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make sense.
And it's quite an interesting one, because if you were to ask the public,
It's an interesting
they would
discussion.
prefer to pay £1 or £2 minimum
Make 99
Facebook
cents.
to not give out information, to not do all of the stuff it does right now. Where would they fall in?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't, eh?
They wouldn't. There are so many products which are sold on many catalogs online and MTN, whatever. People don't buy those. Well, look, a limited number of people will buy, but
those who find
generally, as much airtime I can waste on browsing. I can literally knock out some 60-70 bucks on just browsing. But if you go R1 for this, I tend to just
You shy away.
R1, but I can spend like 80 bucks in one night just browsing.
Yeah, true. I can
I tend to
spend 500 megabytes. You do. Just
R1
browsing.
take 100 of my airtime. Some people will do that.
To get a document, 99 cents. Are you serious? I'll browse for an hour and get all the information that you have in this document.
Yeah.
Within an hour browsing the internet and putting pieces together. I can't pay rent for this thing.
Using this specific topic to take us even, I think, even closer to like the topic we have today, which is, you know, the whole issue, marketing. Because we talked about marketing here. This is online marketing I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is online marketing. Immediately when you say privacy policy on any website,
Yeah.
it's usually linked to marketing.
That's when I
Because the owners of the website need to be able to know that in the long run they will be able to make their money one way or another. As much as they offer you some fantastic stuff, as much as they're running at a loss now, many of them. When you look at YouTube, YouTube has run at a loss for years.
Yes.
Right? It's only now I think they're starting to really gear up, because I've seen a flooding of marketing on. Because I basically watch YouTube every day. It's like I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube. Right? So the amount of marketing from your local ads, so many local ads that I've never seen before. Randos,
That's what
all
I
these.
I was watching an Eminem video late last year. And the first 10 seconds was an F&B ad.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And at the point that they understand YouTube marketing, but and then the next you log in and you watch a video, another ad, but it's a local product.
Local products, many of them.
Yeah.
And local people, I see them all the time. They boom. And there's a soccer one which is always playing there. It's very annoying. There is one year. It's cotton. What? They're there. There is another one that I'm trying to think of, man. This one of is it Olix or something? This selling.
OLX.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Olix.
And then there's online stores.
Yeah. There's a couple of them, and I've been impressed by how many local companies have actually gone into YouTube. There are many of them now that are going there, but the issue that I'm trying to say is that how then does privacy actually work? Like the people who are against privacy, who are against privacy policies being open, let's say, these so-called consumer advocates, these guys who are running around singing the song of don't check our information, so that you don't make money, basically. Basically, that's what they're saying to Facebook.
Yeah.
They say, Facebook, don't check our information so that you remain broke and you never ever make your billion. That's basically what they're saying.
Make sure your site is quick. Make sure that it links.
Yeah, make sure that you continue to innovate, hire the best talent to the market, and bring new products.
Make sure it's
but don't make money. That's what they're saying. But then how does that actually work? Do we actually know how it works? Can we actually define that? Because it's actually very specific in terms of how your private information. And let's actually start by defining what is private. Is my cell phone number private? Okay, what is private? My ID number? That is private. What is private and what is not private?
Anything that you don't put out in terms of if somebody has to invade your privacy, meaning you have to put it out there. You understand?
So which means that what you're trying to say is that it's all information which you have not given anybody access to.
Straight.
That's private. It can be your ID number, it can be whatever. But even when you put your ID number on Facebook, then it's not private anymore.
Yes, in terms of interaction. The moment you interact, your privacy is down. The moment you interact, your privacy is down.
With regards to the information that you put out.
Yes.
This is what's funny, guys. We go through all these things daily. Like we spoke of privacy and then walking around, and you go to a department, whatever, you certify your stuff or your ID. That person is still an individual who could literally just look at your ID once and take it home with them and use it for fraud the next day. See?
The fact that you are interacting, that's why I said interaction.
It means
interaction on its own, dog. By the time you interact with anyone, with anything, regarding anything, that's
no more private.
Yeah.
So we use our IDs all the time. every couple of months. And so basically it's not private then because we interact.
Sometimes I don't see how actually an ID can be private as such because to get someone's ID, it's actually relatively easy.
Yeah, it is right.
I don't see anything special about an ID. You can pick it up on the street, you can have somebody's ID. I don't see in a address ID number, in a picture of the person. You know who they look like, you know where they stay, you know their ID number. I don't see any miracle there.
The problem with ID, isn't it? It's fraud. That's the private part. Like if
somebody might do fraud with your information.
With your information. That's the only. Personally, I feel that's the only reason why an ID is so private. Otherwise, I don't get why it's such a.
Okay, the issues of money. How much money you have in your account? Is that private? I mean, we know how much Bill Gates has. We know how much business we know if you're driving, if you're owning that business and you're driving a big as Range Rover, we know you've got money in your account, lots of money. So how is that?
It's quite
private.
You have to look at it in two ways. The rich guys are thinking safety. Like those
they're
who are
thinking,
sharing.
yeah.
Thinking safety.
Somebody might try to get me because they know I'm rich.
They might go through my kids, kidnapping, blah blah
yes,
blah.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, you think of why would you hide how much you make if that could be a goal for somebody else? So it's interesting when you talk about somebody's money because money is
money is motivation for good and bad.
It's motivation for both. You get the good and you get the bad. You can't.
But either way, the thing is with money and how much you have and how much you earn and how much you're worth and stuff like that. I mean, we have that knowledge. You drive a nice car. You drive a nice car, you've got a big house, we know that. We know you have money, we just don't know how many digits. We could still come after you. We could still come after you, we could still be motivated by as soon as you've got a Lambo, we know you've got a big house. I mean,
you know,
it's logic. Why would you invest in a 2-bedroom flat and have a Lambo? You know, it's a minority, like minority, 5%.
It's literally 3%.
It's literally 3%.
Minority
is 10%.
Or whatever you pocket, you know.
But really, as soon as you have a Lambo, we know. Yes.
Obvious.
Obvious.
So that's why sometimes I ask myself about these questions, Vincent. Sometimes we like to say things are private, and as if people don't know what is obvious, what they can see. I think it's very difficult to come across a hobo wearing shining shoes and a beautiful suit, wearing sunshades and having an expensive cell phone. It's just that would be a hobo.
There's no minority.
It's like have you seen that kind of a hobo? It's like it becomes like a standard way of life that we know. So for someone to say, look, yes, I'm staying in a mansion, but I don't have money. That is like, okay, fine. Yes, there's that possibility. But the chances are that you have money.
Chances are.
You are worth a lot. You are worth that house. And someone can basically even estimate how much money you could possibly be having.
Yes, it's one of those.
Just by looking at minimum lifestyle. This people speaks so much about.
You'd see somebody drive around in the next 5. Actually today, this woman drives past in the next 5. These 2 guys behind me like, I'll never get a car like that. You know what I mean? It's too expensive. Why would I get a car like that with the petrol prices? I'm thinking to myself, are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing yourself? That person does. It's a 4.8
person probably works for us, like a company or something.
They probably have
a business, petrol card.
If a person drives an X5 or a Range Rover, that means that they can afford petrol.
Exactly.
A
3 Series is a bit, you're not sure if he has money or not, or the big money. But then with something like a Range or a 4.8,
you don't play with petrol like that.
You know.
Nah, you don't play.
But I remember when we used to be scared of buying into 29 rands for Home or 30 rands in TN. Those days people were so scared. And then they introduced the 5 rands denomination. Everybody was so excited. Whoa! Jesus! And then I remember now later when I was buying airtime like it's nothing. Because it was like
you buy like 60 rand.
I buy it. And these days I didn't buy it through cell phone banking. Then sometimes I used to think back, it's like, you know, there was a time when getting a 55 rands Vodacom on my phone was just unthinkable.
What was funny was the
You know?
period when Vodacom had 12 rand at a time, and Salsa came with half Tiger.
Yeah.
And Vodacom seemed to be very expensive because now
Yeah.
yeah. 5 rand. Yeah, and
So people actually bought more 5 rands than 12 rand.
Yeah.
exactly. So,
So we can conclude that, you know, in terms of privacy, in terms of privacy when it comes to marketing, and the thing is, I think people also only made the link later, like made the connection later. And I think after this debate has gone on too long, or actually, the so-called private information that Facebook or Google asks from you, it's actually not even actually necessarily private.
He's a fake. He's a fake.
It's what group do you like? You know,
don't you think that privacy goes hand in hand with morality, with what society deems as moral or immoral? Because in terms of advertising, that is the key. You know, in terms of whether or not something is moral or immoral. For instance,
okay,
interesting point.
A normal Google search engine site. Let's say you just you're searching for something basic, man. How to
make a cake.
Yeah, but then I'm looking for something more vague yet acceptable. Like for instance, you can't have a porn video site on how to bake. You understand? So it goes with morality. You know what I mean? There's certain sites that don't allow this, don't allow that, don't allow that. But then who decides what's right or wrong?
But you
Us.
decide that.
No. It's some ISP.
If you think about it, right, it's like the whole iPad system, this connecting thing.
Oh yeah, like clouds.
Cloud
system.
services and stuff.
It actually works beautifully. It'll take its turn maybe 10 years later, but it will let you decide at the end of the day. Because what you share will if you don't have porn in anything you've actually registered up to, why would a porn thing come to you? On a marketing perspective, marketers, direct marketing. If let's say you are TK, you have a site, not even a site, and you are registering to, it's something, I need something new. News 24, let's say News 24 you have to register. But now News 24 is linked to every other thing that you Google, share, anything that has to do with the internet. And if you were never part of porn, and
But porn finds you.
That is the most dangerous thing I've ever had.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yo, that's scary.
why is
He's gonna
it
do
scary?
what? You want to link everything that I've done on the internet to?
You know what my brother says?
That's
It's not scary if you think
No,
about
but
it.
Web 3.0, the next generation of the internet,
it's
is
not
going to
scary,
do exactly that.
that's really
It
scary.
allows you to actually have control over everything you have over the internet, basically, because it interlinks everything.
But think of the TV show.
It's kind of like tricky because the way I'm trying to understand you is that Apple would aggregate all that information together for you. Would they centrally know everything you've done?
They will scroll all your data easily because now.
That's like keeping a daily journal of every shop you've been to and every friend
But
you've
now, what
been
does it do?
what you talk to, then you give it to somebody.
What happens
That
with
is
marketing and
dangerous in
advertising?
itself.
What happens with marketing and advertising? It takes a different leap. It gives people what they want rather than what we want them to have.
And bear in mind that third-party companies come and buy data from whoever. Facebook may have information on South Africa or people in Pretoria. A company may come and ask for that information and buy it and state how they're going to use it, whether it's for research and whatever. Okay, fine, it's going to be for research purposes. Okay, fine, exchange. You know, it's not going to be like they're going to take my name and surname and my data and everything and publicize. They're just going to use it for research so they can buy the information. So third party, that's how when you register on some of these online stuff, they're on some by registry. You should know that we are going to share some of the relevant information with third party, blah blah blah. And
With third parties,
exactly. So,
but Google doesn't do that though. They only use it for their own internal development. Then if you develop an app or whatever that works with Google. You have to collect your own statistics according to how, like what people want to give you. Like for example, the apps, the third-party apps that come on Facebook. You're the one who gives that app your information. Facebook does not give them. You're the one who says, I allow this to use all my data on Facebook. You see, so that Facebook becomes safer. No, we never give your information to anybody. It's just between you and us.
Yeah.
I never gave it to them. But when I did it, when they were about it, check out this new app, works with your Facebook, what. Click. Then say, you're allowed to use it, all your data. Then what? That was you giving it away. Which comes back to your point of saying, whenever it will boil down to your own interaction with people or with other organizations, companies, apps. Or you give them that
information.
Right?
I mean, if you feel like you want whatever to be private, then you're gonna be focused. But I know porn does not care.
Yeah, but look, anybody can find you.
Yeah,
anybody can find you.
Anything can find. As soon as
and especially on the net. Yeah.
And you've seen on Facebook the fields they have, activities and stuff, and TV shows. I mean, they're all links, meaning they're capturing all that data. As soon as you like a show which has mature content, chances are,
you click on the link, it will refer you to
something that
has to do with the show.
But you must remember that the issue at the end of the day is being able to be given the tools to control your environment. Which means that when I'm using Gmail, and there's these guys who are sending me this email that I don't like, Gmail should be able to give me the tools to block these people. I should not have to call these people, or I should not have to chase after them and say, stop sending me emails. Even on Facebook, if there's somebody that I don't like who keeps posting pictures of dead chickens on Facebook, I just simply block them. I block everything about you. You can't nothing. That's quite interesting.
Which just unfriend.
So yeah. No, not unfriend anymore. Now I block. Block is everything. You block everything about that because can't message me, can't do nothing. Out. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't see the point of unfriending if the person can still contact you. Then they're gonna say, oh, do you go unfriend me? Then you feel guilty, like, okay. Then tomorrow they post dead dogs. No, I'm not interested in that.
No, it's quite interesting because I'm having a problem on Facebook with one guy's account. I can't seem to move him. I can't block him. I can't unfriend him. It just.
What, you don't know where to find the block?
I've found it. And then I've tried it, he just keeps appearing.
The thing is, Joe,
maybe he didn't do it. You must check, even after clicking block, there's still some options there that you need to. You don't just click block and then it's over. Check those two. There are two options there, extra, which have implications. You must read them carefully. Now I usually check, okay, when I say block, which option of block do you actually want? Because you know which one he's choosing. The one here, report to Facebook or this person is doing some messed up stuff on Facebook. That won't block the person. That's just then he's just saying Facebook must check this guy out because
he's a problem.
He's posting irritating material, or his behavior is you don't like his behavior. That's separate from blocking the person. There's two options. I remember. After clicking block, you must move to the one that says you must never be able to
ever
post, inbox me, ask me to be his friend again.
No,
he won't.
Never.
Even if your friends, there's a friend of yours who's a friend to him.
Comments.
Those comments will never pass through to you, even if it's through a friend or whatever. They won't see nothing. You'll be very peaceful. Trust me.
Wow.
So basically, what that helps with is to say that our platforms have to give.
Power to the users.
Yeah, the user has to be in control of everything. If he doesn't want certain types of marketing, doesn't want alcohol marketing on his network, he's a Muslim, should be able to have that. He can market other things to the person.
Parental control.
But, parental control as well. Those are fantastic. I think Facebook introduced them lately. They did.
Yeah, it's Facebook, and I saw that on something else as well.
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
So basically, what I also want us to touch on, actually, which I think is very important, is what information Exactly. And how is it used in terms of online marketing? Can we name the information? Can we be able to identify the information? Because marketers want information online. They want information, right? Now, this information that they want, this information that Google is using to inform its marketing strategies, to inform its marketing, all in all. What is it? How does it actually work? This information that Facebook gives to that Google uses, that Facebook uses to fuel its entire marketing platform. Has anyone ever used the marketing platform there, Facebook? And have you ever went into it and seen how it looks?
I saw the questions. Even on LinkedIn, I saw basically, obviously they charge you per day. The people you want to target, seniority, the young, the old, the location, and the industries, and what they care, what these people literally care about. So,
but what is that? What is that? I want us to be able to identify it exactly. What data exactly? Like for example, I've seen on Facebook that people will write. I like let's say for example, movie 300. That movie 300. I like the Hulk. I like what. Then somebody will come and say, in terms of your personal data, in terms of who you are, because at the end of the day, for marketing to work online, we need to know you actually, so to say.
This is what happens now. When you share such information. That movie, The Hobbit, right, came out. If you said you like this movie, you like that movie, basically you're already saying you're into movies already. Before you even say action or horror, you're already into movies. Now, they already know what kind of movies you like. If you like 300, then you like such things. You like these stories from Greek, whatever. So chances are maybe you might like The Hobbit. So now, when the producers, whoever these guys are, want to market to a certain group, to a certain crowd, Facebook would have to identify certain group of people that, they like this, and these are the people you should market to. Because now you know when I market to me, and I hate Western stuff, and I hate all these things, they know exactly who likes this, and they know exactly who likes that. When you say I love this movie, immediately when you share it, something captures that on Facebook and it's stored. When a marketer comes and we want to market this movie to Mama and whatever, you are going to be the first person that gets you may like this page and the Hobbit will appear. Yeah, that's basically the relationship the marketer and Facebook has. At this point, I saw Casalaga. I mentioned it earlier on. I don't know who told them I like beer or Casalaga. I logged in and it pages you may like, and now it's Casalaga, and it's not even one of those short. It's some long ass thing. I'm like, where's the story now? Some 15-pack. Castle Lager Dumpies thing, pack. I don't care about this thing, but they assume I like those things, but I remember it. I posted pictures of beer, I posted pictures of Savannas, I posted pictures of Heineken. Back then, I told about it, yes. Then it was like, that's why these things are in my face. But they don't get it that I hate that now, and maybe I don't like it anymore. So,
well, I guess then they have to recalculate your taste.
Keyword search.
Yeah, actually. No, but
sure. Just one.
So it's a question and a half, though.
I'm amazed also by how Google did the whole Gmail thing in terms of saying if somebody sends an email, the adverts that appear in your at the top of your email, I think also on the side, I don't know, on the top, that these adverts that that appear there. those adverts are in line with what is inside of your email.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that has been going on for a long time now. They've introduced this, I think, around a year or 2 years back. If I send you an email about, hey, dude, let's check out this other car, what, or no, let's go check out some chicks, what. That program reads what's in
That's
what you
how
talk
one
about.
finds you see.
Yeah.
And then
You find this page
Right.
ad and then you think,
Yeah.
no,
Going
probably-
out, dating. and all
No,
that.
yeah, exactly, because you probably said something about
Yeah.
ads and you're thinking,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's what you and your friends have been talking
It
about.
does.
No, but this email thing, I did not know.
I don't know about the
Yeah, that one is.
I don't know about that shit.
Gmail does. No, check it out. No, check it out. Check every time when somebody sends you an email, and then put out these AdWords. That's an AdWord adverts that come up.
Is it,
Right on
within
top of
the,
emails.
is it within the email or is it within the email application as a whole? Before you do click
It's
on
probably within the email.
Before you click,
application.
and even inside. Before you click, it will do something random based on an average calculation. But when you open a specific email, then it reads your email, then it sources adverts which are relevant to your email, then it puts them there.
Yeah, no, it gets all these little words. These little, I like. As soon as you say I like this car, you'll check out.
I don't even think it's about saying like. I think it's a keyword search.
No, here's the thing with these things. They've got these words that they look for, right? They've got these, like they say with social media, if you want people to engage with your page or if you want people to like, there were words they use. They said if you tell a person, could you please like this page? Would you like this? These words that they pick up on what words provoke a person or push a person to take action. Yes. Yeah. They actually sit there and they check over a period of I don't know how long. If you Google it later on, if you look for such things, research it, you're probably gonna love it. There are certain words that marketers use. If you want
phrases as well.
exactly, if you find them, there's a whole list of them, and then how to say these things, you're gonna get people over a period of time. People are gonna actually start taking action, actually following you. People are gonna start noticing you based on these keywords, these action words. Yeah, do this, like, and all these. They look at that as well.
Yes,
yeah, they look at that as well.
So it's not a particular thing on its own,
Yeah,
a
but
particular word.
this Gmail thing is smart. These guys are too smart, eh?
Vincent, I haven't heard a single word out of you today.
I have to be out. It's not, I don't have
Hey, it was good to
time
meet you, my brother.
Yeah.
Now we'll see.
That's great to see you, man.
Hopefully we'll be together again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, every Sunday, we chill here.
What are you intend on doing?
Nah, just shit with you.
Okay, you'll call me because I'm gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Juba, but you'll call me.
Oh yeah, nah, hit you up.
This, what was I talking about? I was saying, I was actually trying to address the issue, online marketing in a sense about have you guys ever marketed? Have you ever bought marketing online?
What do you mean bought?
Put money in marketing on any
I'm
of
still
them.
looking into that. That's why I've gone into. I've gone in on LinkedIn and actually got to the point. That's before they asked for my money.
I've gone as far as buying on Facebook. I was doing social media marketing for DAC, the Department of Arts and Culture, on this other project, social cohesion. Then I decided to go, buy some marketing for them there, get some people, and I was working with this other company, and it was very interesting. It was very interesting when we had to choose the matrix in terms of what kind of people we want to market to, the demographics and all that. And it was really quite fascinating and very, very productive in terms of getting people to join, to be part of the company page.
So it worked.
It worked. We got 1,000 people in 1 month. We got 1,000 people in 1 month.
It's gonna work.
1,000 fans in 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So does this
For the social cohesion.
So they target the group that you guys want.
Yes.
But now does this mean what you guys post appears in front of this group?
No.
Or
Remember, the marketing works like this. You're on the page, then there's an advert there. That advert. Even those, funny things, you might like this page. Or you might like this page, whatever. Or just an advert. Then people click on that advert. Then they end up on my company page. Then they're like, wow, nice. They like. After liking, obviously then they're gonna start getting on.
And then the friend of a friend.
Yeah.
See that.
Then they can see.
Yeah.
Someone liked it.
Yeah.
So you all might also like. So then it just goes. It's a chain reaction. So you're right, it works. It works. And in terms of turning that marketing into rands, that's one thing that I haven't done yet.
Or turning it into sales.
Yeah, because then at the end of the day, that's what
Conversion
it's gonna be all about. All marketing.
That has been a challenge for a while for a lot of people.
Companies.
Yeah, a lot of companies.
But what I've realized is that in terms of social activities, it's very productive. Inviting people to a fashion show, for example, people tend to turn up. I've seen that. I've seen a friend of mine doing that. Inviting people for events and then so on. It tends to have results where it does not involve the purchasing of a product or whatever, just activity. Invite people to a sport, whatever, talk about it, advertise it. But then, although Yanai was doing it more manually in terms of saying, status updates talking about it, telling people about it, as opposed to buying advertising on Facebook. Buying advertising, it just goes up, right? And that might work more for selling of product and maybe even big events than some others.
How cheap or how expensive is?
The good thing about it is that it's pay-per-click. The good thing about it is that it's pay-per-click, just like Google. Which means that you buy advertising. If somebody does not click on your advertising, you don't pay for it. So if every time somebody clicks, money goes out of your account. Click, money goes out. Click. If people don't click, your money stays. That is the most beautiful thing I love about online marketing.
So the technology they put in place is to make sure that people click.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they want people to click, encourage people to click, but if they don't click, you don't get charged.
Even with LinkedIn email, on LinkedIn, in order to send a message to a guy which is not even in your network, you need to be an upgraded user.
Or yeah. So, because they're gonna charge you.
Yeah, then they charge and then they give you all these extras, So this guy sent me some message, and I couldn't delete it. I can't say I could delete it. To just say this guy's waiting for a reply. So we got to the point where I was like, okay, let me read this guy's email and probably I'll reply. And I can't delete it because every time I want to, it just says no reply. And when I read through the LinkedIn email, whatever stuff, it said guaranteed replies on your messages that you send to all these people. I was like, you put it yesterday. It was yesterday when I was on LinkedIn. I saw that message is still there. It still says reply, and I just keep ignoring it. And for a week, that message thing was read with one. That message was there. I read it, don't reply. That message is still waiting for me. So, no, the tools there, the tools there are hectic. The tools there are hectic, man.
CJ, just check the camera there. I can't see this guy, and he's talking. No. I'm saying you sit back a little back. It's not I can see because you're blocking the video. So,
Alright, I take your few moments.
So okay, Vincent, what do you think so far? Just absorbing. And look, the truth is that few people still actually have enough experience about what's really going on online, especially in this country. Now, come to black people, the number really goes down, you know.
Yeah.
So to find guys like you who actually even know so much is like, whoa.
No, guys, like well, he knows alright. Well,
Yeah.
what I'm busy with. Well, things are updating more, I guess. But besides what I'm doing with the company, like I just research for fun. I sit there and I pick up on trends and I pick up on what whoever said last year and what's happening this year.
Yeah.
I pick up on an article that was written whenever and I'm like, whoa, it's actually happening now. I'm just an internet person. I know all corners of the net.
Yeah.
Well, not all, but you know.
But you know the important stuff.
I know.
Most of it.
I know where to take whatever I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where to take whatever I need.
Because ultimately, as part of this like discussion, I want us to also get to some kind of an understanding or some kind of a conclusion of sorts. Because online marketing is actually quite wide and varied. This morning I was watching the head of marketing wa eBay.
Interesting.
eBay, you know, I think eBay owns PayPal now.
Yeah, they
I
bought
was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, I use PayPal, and it's the most beautiful thing I've ever met in my life.
And it's a
PayPal,
separate entity from eBay, but
Yeah.
eBay owns it.
yo, eBay has changed my life. I thought cell phone banking changed my life, but eBay has given me access to international markets. I can, you know, I feel so empowered because I've been able to buy stuff from America, and it's just so cool.
Yeah.
Just using my FMD card and just follow this procedure, and bang, I've got dollars, and then bang, I buy the stuff, bang, I've got it. Like, wow.
Yeah,
It's like,
empowers.
it's, you know, so online marketing and in terms of eBay, you know, the head of marketing who has the entire team, eBay. I was watching his presentation online this morning on YouTube, and you know, he was talking about how eBay has come to master marketing online, you know, and how they've got their own search engine within their own product, and people who have opened stores like eBay stores, you know, because on eBay you can open your own store online, like, you know, they've got stores now on eBay. You don't just sell products, you can open a store and sell your products in that store. It gives you even more power, and they give you even more powerful tools. You can literally open a shop. They call it an eBay store.
Wow.
And in America, some people have even opened physical eBay stores. You know that?
Yeah, I know.
I was shocked.
I know about
I couldn't understand, but you know, you've seen them.
Funny, I saw it on the movie
physical.
first before I even knew about it.
Yeah.
That was probably a marketing strategy.
Yeah, a physical eBay store. But then I thought to myself, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna put products in the shop? And I realized, no, they're not gonna put products in the shop. You're just gonna walk in there, and then they'll most probably, you know, have some big screens with products all over the place. You're not gonna buy. There's not gonna be anything to buy in store. You see, but it was interesting to see how eBay has mastered marketing and how eBay works closely with Google to do their marketing in terms of their products and everything like that. And so what I'm trying to say is today, with everything that we need to do, all the projects that we need to carry out, all the projects that we have, he says that marketing online is only becoming perfected lately, and he's talking now from the American perspective, right? And he says, especially in terms of e-commerce, people are actually buying online. He says that it's only now actually maturing, the truth. It's only in the past 5 years. In South Africa,
It's almost non-existent.
in South Africa, FNB tried to encourage South Africans to start buying online by partnering with PayPal, because it's the first time South African bank has ever done that.
Yeah, I'm also surprised because I mean I've been looking at PayPal. I know what it does. I know how it works, but then no South African says anything about
it. Yeah.
Only Sonia speaks of it, and she's actually on FNB, which only makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because FNB has a strong partnership with them, and you can easily move money between your account to PayPal and back. It's easy. Look at that. It's much easier now. All you need is a check card.
Check card, yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But then
check card
I've
and
heard
check card
with
is easy.
Capitec as well. I think with Capitec as well, some guy told me that he purchases, I think, apps on his iPhone via that.
Yeah, well, look. It's the problem. The difference comes with the whole credit card issue. Because if you have a fully fledged credit card in South Africa, you can buy online.
Yeah.
You can buy it there. You can buy it on any shop. It doesn't mean that without going through PayPal, you don't want to be able to buy.
Yeah.
Or without going through FNB. No, if you have a fully fledged credit card, you can buy, but it's risky.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's risky.
Internet security.
So the reason why PayPal is important is because PayPal protects your card. No one can get to your card.
Oh yeah,
you buy it through PayPal,
and it's safe, and you put in the money that you need to buy whatever. Then
no one can get through to your card. And with all this online fraud, Nigerians and all these guys, Chinese and Nigerians are partners.
Yeah.
It's really bad. So PayPal becomes your best friend. So.
But they're planning on having these physical cards, eh?
It's a laptop, but don't be afraid to use
it. These things they decrease your sperm count using them for a long time. It's true. I always put a pillow on my laptop.
Oh, I put it low down here.
That pillow.
I'm serious. Pillow.
For real?
I don't want issues.
So let's break down all the platforms, starting with the website. Because we're talking about online marketing. The only reason why entrepreneurs like us go online is because we want to market something, our business, our products, or whatever. So can we be able to identify all the corners of marketing? Which we started with your own website, right? How important is that? We can just go through them quickly, just identifying what is. Okay, website. How do you still feel website? How do you feel about a website?
Website is vital.
It's critical.
If you look at a flyer, if someone gives you a flyer, of some sort.
It's disposable. The flyers disposable. Newspapers disposable.
Newspapers disposable. Brochures exposable.
What I've learned and what I've seen, because normally when I'm using the net and when I'm doing most of my stuff in IT and internet, people are busy for a certain period of the day. Then people sit and get bored and they have nothing to do. And then they remember everything that took place during the day. And then they remember, wait, I spoke to that guy and told him about this website of his. And now I know more about this guy, so I might as well go onto this website and check this out.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's me personally. That's how that's why I think websites should have everything and what people need to know about you and blah 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 and all of that.
Okay.
If you miss that, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you miss that, you're screwed.
So can we say that really a business we can't say a business can't survive without a website today, because I think looking at us as an economy in South Africa,
Social image.
Their image.
Okay, the absence of a website will dent your image.
If you give me a business card and I know the name of your company, and then I feel that I might want to use you, and all I have is your number.
And your email address
And your email address.
And here's the thing, right? We all want to talk to someone face to face, but chances are you would avoid talking to the person if you can just view something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it saves you time and energy.
Saves you time, energy, and all of the thinking, and interacting with maybe an asshole you met earlier on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
but it also works in the reverse in terms of saying it helps you to be able to reach those people whom otherwise you were not going to have the time to actually talk to and convince. But since they saw your website, they're like, oh, I gotta talk to this guy tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm calling this guy.
yes.
So it also works too.
It's a motivation trigger.
I like that. Yeah. Motivation trigger.
So
I like that.
Okay, first thing in the morning. So
yeah.
That's why you don't have a website.
It's really bad.
It's like, knockout punch.
So you live
still trying to get up and nah, it's not good.
So okay, fine. I also like sometimes to think. I always tell most of my customers that, look, guys, a website is your 24-hour office, always open. Okay, it's a 24-hour office, day or night, 24/7, holiday or not. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody decides that they want to check out what you do at 1 o'clock in the morning, they can call you. And at that point, they were thinking about you. They wanted to answer some questions immediately. And for them to get answers to those questions, they can't wait until Monday. They just can't wait. They have to now because they're going to make a decision now.
It's Good Friday.
So, but I still feel, for the most part, that many people still just don't get that. They don't grasp that. Because I think something about our culture today, in this South Africa, in this country, which does not emphasize the practical importance of a website. Just out of one point, apart from being a motivational trigger, which comes after viewing the website, if you can view it. Yeah, let's say for example, after viewing the website, which is available 24 hours per day, then you get motivated, or I want to see this. You trigger, right? You're motivated, right? But then I feel that many business people in this country, because we used to do a lot of marketing, websites and all that, and people just don't get it. Why is that? Is it maybe people charge so much for websites? Maybe, I don't know.
I think
what is it?
That could be.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true. Here's the thing. We all start small. I may find a person who's been in the business world or whatever for 3 to 4 years. At one point he had nothing, all of a sudden he's got clients. Okay, fine. Then you get a guy, like we said earlier on, basically we need his knowledge and information to start things from scratch. Then money is probably third or whatever. But now, what happens if you have all the information, you've got the idea, you need a website, and you don't have that $4,000 that person may be charging you, So you're gonna be on okay, I could hustle this $4,000, but you would probably use it for something else in the business. So you go without a website. So that's what the problem is.
It also falls back to the fact that most people don't realize how important, or they're not educated, or no one is telling them how important a website is for their company.
Well, there's no one educating them, but I agree with you.
The second part is what you said.
The second part, we're not, look, there are people creating websites out there. There are people creating very good websites and people creating crap websites. But then there's no one. Okay, there are a few companies we've taken that initiative where when you meet the client, you educate them and tell them how important a website is for the company. Give them the benefits. Tell them it's worth having, Then after that, you tell them all about this social medias and all that, how you can link all those things and get your website to interact with them. I think even if a person, like on your point where you said it's the money issue and all that, but if a person is well educated about this whole website scenario, having a website, how they can benefit from having a website, eventually down the line, even if they get the $4,000 now, then there are other important things to use it for. But eventually down the line, they'll make a plan to get the $4,000 to make that, to get a website created for them, because now they're educated, they know how they're going to get what they're going to get after creating it.
That's interesting.
But I didn't know the full impact or the benefit of having a website till I think 8 months ago. That's just those things you just don't know, although you do so much research. I think until like 6 months ago I didn't really know, up until I was like, wait, But having a website is everything, especially for a corporate company, a standard website that just explains services, contacts, this and that, whatever. I didn't know all these things, and there's not a lot of things even online that you bump into besides searching why a website is important. But things that you bump into that will just a website is important.
That's true. Now that you say that, I realize it's so right.
You don't bump into you have to know exactly what you're searching for. You have to know it, but if you don't know something, then you will never find it online.
Like for example, you don't find anybody say how important an email account is, having an email address is. Like you don't find that. You don't find that. I've never seen it, but
you bump into it only when
someone's requested from you, or all of a sudden it's needed.
Someone comments.
Yeah.
It's like having an email.
Yeah.
Then you're like, this person, and it's like comment number 10.
And that's true, because many of these people only get to meet something called a website when many people ask them, do you have a website?
Yeah.
Do you have a website? Okay. Then it starts clicking.
What's
the people ask me, do I have a website? Dude, the people have been asking me, what is a website? What's going on with the website?
Why this? Why that?
Dude, the website, then you find that sometimes they even ask people who don't even understand websites. Or people who don't educate them properly about a website.
And then it's the last thing on their mind after
that. Exactly. Yeah.
So
thing is, I guess you'd be more prone to have a website if you are on the internet. If you're not familiar with the internet and chances are you won't even care about a website.
Yeah.
You can run a company and make
as
much profits as you want. But then if
I think that's the most powerful thing.
It is.
Ultimately, if you look at South Africa,
yes.
To be trying to sell websites to people who don't even go on the internet.
You can have a huge construction company that makes hundreds of grand.
Yeah.
But if you don't even have an iPhone or a hectic phone, or if you're not familiar with the internet, you will not have grasping concepts of websites.
It's selling its products to its market, to the market it has now. And that's a market, I can't say it's a market that doesn't access the internet. But I'm sure majority of them don't really care as much as we do about the internet. Why must they have a website or that has got all these little catalogs and all this different stuff? I mean, it's Pep we are talking about. Pep's market is not exactly the one that is on that. I don't know what's a Pep.
You are more likely to.
No, you walk into a Pep store. I mean, you catch a taxi from Mama's Club and get to the nearest Pep and buy whatever you need to buy, or from whatever casino, from whatever flat. Right? You don't really care about the catalog, and it's different with Truworths or with whatever Foschini. It's a different
plan to go out and buy certain things.
With Foschini, you go online and it will tell you, okay, these are the stores we have. That's why I got my laptop. It will have a chain of stores and catalogs and all these things. And, with Pep, it's different. So the market, if you're gonna be this, and if you're gonna be doing business in a certain market, and in South Africa, people don't even know how to use the internet. I mean, why would you rush to have a website up first?
The majority of people won't have a website.
Yes.
By the looks of them being internet savvy to begin with.
Yeah.
I remember the other time I was marketing at Tshwane, and I'm approached by this customer. He wants to know what websites, And then it's like, but then tell me, I'm a farmer, what am I going to do with the website? I sell vegetables and then I go and deliver it there and there. How's the website going to benefit me? I sat there and I thought about that answer. I think I answered it, but I didn't think it was satisfying.
The thing is, chances are he'll be the first one to have a website in the field that he's in. Because nobody in his field is ever thinking about even getting a website. And if they are in their field, who thinks about going online and searching for his service?
Because by having some farming stuff, business brief. So now, no one has ever mentioned the farming. I mean, the website, side of things.
Because think about this, bro. Once you have a company as well, you must think about the people. Are your kind of people? Is your market gonna go and search for your product online?
But here's the thing: it could be the market, or it could be your
clients.
Your clients, exactly. I mean,
the consumers. There's a consumer, then there's the business producers.
Yeah.
Then there's the business.
Yes. So if I'm gonna be talking to some ShopRite, regional, whatever. Like Spur, I went with Spur, and I know Spur, right? To save costs, they'll go buy chicken or whatever at some farm, go Hammanskraal, or I don't know, is it not from Hammanskraal? Sorry. They'll go buy chicken and stuff from Hammanskraal, and the guy will deliver it here. But now, before that deal is signed on, the managers, they need to know who you are and who you've worked with and stuff like that. And a website would actually work well for that farmer person.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
No,
It's true. It's true.
I mean, from business to business point of view,
maybe that's the answer Credo was supposed to give that guy in terms of saying, if you want to market to these big supermarkets and deliver them your products, you know, a website will help you to show them, to help you to demonstrate how professional you are, but at the same time, it will help you in a sense that they can access your information at any time.
Without requesting it from you.
Exactly, and actually take their time, go through your information, understand how you work, understand your principles, understand your product information, understand what your track record is, you know, and then that will increase their understanding of you. Because really, at the end of the day, a website helps me to understand who I'm dealing with, really, or you know, whether I should be dealing with this person or not. It might not be everything. It might not be all the information I need in order to understand you, because I still may want to come to your farm and see your farm. I might still need to see what kind of person you are. But ultimately, when you want to buy services from a company, you are looking for the product, and you want to be convinced for it to go the next step, at least your motivation to be triggered to say, to call the person and say, you know what, I want to see your farm.
Yeah, I want to see your chickens. I want to see your chickens.
I saw them on the internet. They look good on the website.
That's the reason I'm calling you.
Are they really that juicy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me come. And that's really what many people actually need. For somebody to say, look, I want to come to your business. I want to see really what kind of tables you actually make. I want to feel them. It gives you the opportunity to close the sale.
Yeah, exactly. But after you see those chickens on the table, that's when he decides, okay, you know what, you are right.
Exactly.
Prepare the paper or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Okay. There's that. Then there is search engine advertising, from your Google to your Bing to your whatever, Yahoo, and you know all the search engines, like buying advertising now, because now you've got your website, and now you gotta buy advertising.
Is that ranking?
The ranking, the AdWords, like everything that search engine companies provide you know, Bing, Google, Yahoo, they're search engines, right? So they sell advertising. They sell advertising online, and then that advertising that they're selling, it comes with different conditions and what, from buying banners to putting your logo to AdWords, Google, just words only, no pictures, no nothing, to basically
with ranking. I would say, with the whole ranking story when it comes to search engines.
Well, ranking included, but not only ranking.
I know that.
Going there. Alright. Okay.
With ranking, with our community, we need to, society, we need to realize that as soon as you are number one, that means you give the best and you are valuable to others. So as soon as you can get your company, your website, your product up there, whatever, how much you pay, it's fine. But as soon as you can get your thing up there, then that just means, or that just says that you do provide the best service, you are this, you are that.
People love
you.
You.
You could lie, you could be whatever. But hey, it's just, if it's not true, then it's a problem. But I think that really works, because it's been proven that no one ever goes to page 2 of Google search. I mean, it's a minority, but I haven't done it in the past year.
You'll do that if you don't find what you're looking for.
And that's like after 4 attempts, probably. Page 2.
Look, Bergman, this guy, the head marketer over eBay. He said it's 84% of the people don't go beyond the 3rd page.
That's bad.
He said that 84% of the people. So 84% of the people will stay between page 1, page 2, and page 3 only. Like page 4 is number goes
Yeah.
So basically, then that 84% you break it down again. Remember? Yeah, because then the bulk of that 84 will stay on page 1.
Yeah.
Then the small, maybe
It's minority.
then the smallest number will go to page 3.
Yes. So the page ranking for me, it's very, very, very important. Because if you're gonna invest your money into that, why would you not go for page 3? I mean, I still think it's not gonna return. There won't be any return on investment.
But my issue is this: when is it right for you to market, to buy and market, purchase it? Because I mean, Google sent me, like it sent many other people by post, letter in the post, 100 rands voucher to buy marketing on Google. So at one point. Now Google is running another special, 600 rands. They give you 600 rands marketing, but you have to activate your account, marketing in Google, before they give you that 600. When they give you that 600 credit, mahala, just for you to advertise. But then, at the same time, I remember holding that 100 rands voucher and I was like, wow. But test it out, see if it works for you, if you make money. So that's my issue.
Isn't that a recurring thing, which is gonna, let's say they say test out 100 rand, and then you put your details, you activate this account, and then for the next 3 to 6 months, you are tied down to this marketing plan, and this money that you need to keep paying after this 100 rand voucher is expired.
No, it's not like that, because you must remember that in Google you can decide your own marketing expenditure. That's what I'm saying. Then you can, but it's not a it's not a contract that you say 12 months marketing contract, you're tied down every month into what. No, it's not like that.
Because LinkedIn is like that.
It's is it?
You know that upgrade thingy? They will give you a month.
It's a subscription.
Yeah.
Oh no, Google's not a subscription.
Because they give you a month free.
It's not a
subscription. And then you put
subscription.
your details in.
Yeah.
Knowing very well that it's a year thing, but you get the first month free.
Yeah, no, it's a subscription.
Months,
Subscription value you're gonna be paying per month. But with Facebook and Google, you put money in an account, and then you say you decide how much you want to be charged per day maximum. Let's say for example you can decide I want to be charged 50 rands per day maximum. You put that limit. Then people can click on your advert, right? Immediately when they've clicked enough and then it reaches $50, it stops taking money from your account.
And the ads
and then the ads stop appearing. Right? So then at the end of the day, what I'm saying, but my main issue is this. When do you start advertising? As a small business who's trying to rise, when do you start advertising?
Right away. Once this is launched, I'd say the moment you can offer your people your service, you should start advertising. And as long as you know that your market or your customers, the people that might be interested in your product, will go online and actually purchase your product. If you know that 90% of the people that you talk to are not online, that doesn't make sense for you to go online and advertise. But then if 90% of them are always online doing this, then it does make sense.
Okay, looking at us, right? Answering your question, I personally feel one should start marketing their product online after all the, looking at us again, after all the testing and all these things, when the product is working well, when you are ready to accept a mass audience, the masses and stuff like that. Once you're at the point where you're like, okay, we can get 5,000 people now, we can accommodate 1,000 people, whatever, then once you've got that working product and you're ready to hand that over to the people, then you can advertise to the people online. And that's only if your market and your audience is online and it's reachable online, and you're gonna benefit and get your returns on investing in this online marketing. If you're gonna invest a lot of money into online marketing, and only, if you're gonna throw in $100 on marketing online and only get one client or user or whatever, I mean, is it really worth it?
Oh, depending on what kind of product you're selling and how much it costs.
Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, true. But I mean, if it's these cheap things or whatever, and you're gonna get that one client, it's something else.
Okay, I see where you're going, and also it comes back to that whole farming issue, farmers, because I mean somebody will say, okay, fine, look, hey, I'm trying to get farmers and they're not online. Then the issue then becomes, okay, what if then you defined a new wave, a new relationship with these farmers by causing them to want to be online? Because ultimately, let's remember that issue that we talked about, and which we've mentioned a number of times, but we have to understand how important and how powerful it is that many of the people who ended up online, who ended up having email accounts, Facebook accounts, it was because of somebody caused them to have a necessity to do that. It was not because somebody was waiting for them. Let's see the farmers. If they go online, then we will start putting stuff online and say and invite them. But what if it's a question of saying, look, Mr. Farmer, there's something here online for you. Get online. Get yourself an email. Then they start running. One farmer gets it, and two farmers get it. Then others start saying, hey, what's your email? I email you about the next potato, Then, you see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I think that as entrepreneurs, we must also respect our own powers to define markets, to create trends. Because I've always felt that, I've always felt that, sometimes we are being conditioned too much into being spectators, whereas we're entrepreneurs. We must watch the market. We must watch the market and solve the problem, which is. But the truth is that the entrepreneur is not only that. That is just one side of the entrepreneur. The second side is that entrepreneurs change the world. They define new things. They create new things. They infuse new things into the market that people just did not know. In fact, they even create problems that were not even there.
Yeah, they literally.
You create a problem. You create a problem for a farmer. All of a sudden, the farmer has a problem because he does not have a website, he doesn't have an email. Like, this is a problem.
Because reaching out to other people, people come and see him in order for them to get info.
Exactly.
When they could just go online and get 50% of the info, the rest is confirmed in this.
Do you see what he created a problem?
Yeah.
That problem was not there. He didn't have that problem. He was fine.
Exactly.
He was fine. It was peaceful.
Because what happens
you came and then you disrupted his world and told him of how out of touch he is with the market, how slow and useless his communications is. And then all of a sudden,
you must check out mytools.com. I was on some communications section there, and I was speaking on presenting products and stuff, and presenting new ideas as well. And they spoke of how you should, before you even state what this new solution or idea or thing or product that you have, you must tell them what the problem is in the world without this thing. And then later on come back and say, okay, the one way to solve this is by introducing or using this. And what was it talking about? They were talking about safety and how everything was fine. Everything is always fine. Up until you say, you know what? Imagine how you could be faced with this guy's wife at his funeral, and he would have been asking, but where were you when you guys were working together and this thing fell on this guy and actually did this to him? When you could have actually used these safety rules and safety belts and all these things. it brings up all these scenarios that scare people and feel like, oh, we need to use this thing. And then it brings the solution. And then this person feels like, okay, I'm better off with this than having this problem here. Same with the farmer. I loved it.
It's really, now I believe that, you know, sometimes, sometimes, and I feel that very strongly, especially in South Africa. For the most part, the reason why many entrepreneurs in South Africa are failing to be innovative and to come up with creative ideas and to do something great is because they are one-sided. They've been told, solve the problems that you see. And so most of the problems that we see, they've already got solutions. Most of them.
They want to try and reinvent something which is...
And they will go and try and reinvent something that already the solution in one. Exactly. And then they come up with something that does exactly the same thing, but maybe shittier or something.
Funny enough, that's how the human mind works.
You see? And I think it's a trap, because I feel like it's a trap for a lot of South African entrepreneurs, because you talk to them. Every time you talk to them, I'm into construction, I'm into catering.
Oh my God, I'm into the same problem I have.
The reason why we have
it's so sad. It's like I get so, as soon as someone says I'm into construction, I'm into catering, I'm like
stationary.
Oh,
I supply.
Oh, like, no.
I'm selling safety clothing. I'm selling overalls.
I understand. Okay, you're trying to make a living, but for me, because I've got this mindset, I feel like, you know, let's push the boundaries. Let's try and break some rules. Let's do some stuff. Let's go beyond our thinking. I mean, if we all wanna create a social network, and I'm sure most South Africans, I'm sure when you say, what is social networking? They tell you Facebook. You know, but what is social networking?
Yeah, you know, they think it's the name of a company, basically.
Yeah, but that's a company, you know. Yeah. So we also looked at it and like, but let's not try and create something that works like Facebook, something that looks like Facebook. I mean, it is a social network, but Facebook shouldn't define social networking. Exactly. They came up with it, they made it big, maybe. Yes, but
they didn't come up with it.
Yeah,
they took it to the next level.
It's better. It's just like what Apple does. You know, it takes already what's there
and then just
modifies and makes it better and more user friendly.
And you know, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about also, you know, that whole social networking thing. And then you were telling me about, you know, how you guys, you know, are doing your website from scratch, right? And I was wondering if you guys know about Social Go. Social Go.
Social Go. No,
never heard of it.
There's a company called Social Go, right? Now you don't have to go through that process. Now that I think about it, you don't have to go through all that process of having to program how the videos will operate, how they will be compressed. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. The algorithms and the programming that goes into when you upload a video to Facebook, it has to be treated into all kinds of and converted into, and the licenses that you have to pay. You have to pay a license to convert into whatever format that you. Otherwise, you're gonna be sued by Flash, or I mean, if you're gonna do it into Flash video or MP3, MP4, or you're gonna do it into WMV, you have to pay a business license. So you're gonna come into all kinds of regulatory and complicated licensing and crazy stuff when you go into that direction. So a company like Social Go can help you guys.
Social Go?
Yes, Social Go. It's got everything that you need. From picture uploading, you can customize.
And we were discussing that with the program yesterday, actually, from video uploading to.
That's gonna be a nightmare that you're not even, you know. I don't know if you're ready for it, because whatever you do there, remember, you know, these days it's all about who has the license to what.
Patents.
Whatever format that you're gonna use online, somebody has a license to it. So if you launch, immediately when you launch your company, you launch your website, do online. It's recorded online. So if you cheat on the licenses, it'll be fine for some time. You can go, then you grow.
After 5 years.
They say, so wow, you guys, wow, you launched that time, but you only bought your license some 2 years later. We want our money. We sue you.
Yeah, the thing is, there's
So
always
it's-
ways for you to
it's
make money
expensive.
for this.
No, it's true.
You don't wanna
I'm
do
getting emails from HubSpot. I'm already getting emails from those guys. Like I don't get how they knew that there's even a website that we have and that we.
Yeah, you will get into all kinds of regulatory, and these days it's big money. Lawyers are making big money out of these kind of cases. So, and for guys like you who want to go really far with this, you know, you don't want to be slapped with some stupid ass lawsuit that's gonna close you down. Because immediately when they slap you with that lawsuit, somebody's gonna come buy you out.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna, because it's a perfect opportunity to take your company away from you. Because those guys are gonna slap you with a 50 million rands lawsuit. Then somebody's gonna say, guys, I want to liquidate. So here's 50 million, give me the company, or otherwise you're all going down and going to jail. Then you're like, oh, please bail us out.
Chances are you're gonna wanna please. He's even gonna buy it for less than.
He's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
He's gonna pay for the lawsuit and then leave you guys with 10% of the company. Say, guys, keep running the business.
But
let's make money.
Do you know?
And you won't have a choice.
Google and Google lawsuit. There's a South African company that is called Google.co.za. And it has similar colors, even the name Google. Similar colors in the name of Google. So Google came after them. And now it wants to buy it wants to drag the case for even up to a year.
So that this guy's
So
gonna
this guy's running out of cash,
and they
Google gets something out of it and they just change the names and all these things.
and cancel that thing.
Yeah.
It's how they work. It's how the tricks work. They can either drag you through the courts for 5 years until you get broke and your company becomes useless, or you sell out to them to a third party who's gonna. You don't want to go through that. And Social Go can help you get started, because once you're making money with Social Go, you can always just dump Social Go, because Social Go is just a platform that you buy, just like the way you will open your Facebook page. You know, if tomorrow you want to terminate your account, you terminate, no one's gonna care. You know, terminate, you go, you do your own, because the domain belongs to you. The name of the company, of the domain belongs to you. So in terms of
it's
all the social media,
it's flexible
it's
enough
Facebook. Let me just say it's Facebook. Open a Facebook. All the things that you can do on Facebook, you will be able to do, except for the highly specialized ones, that you can name.
Yeah, like
search engine optimization is there.
Your own.
You can reconfigure it into your own, but you can't obviously change the source code. But you can do the what do you call it? The super flyers, the face value stuff, and reconfigure how they work with each other and how it looks. But you can't alter the source code and change how the program actually in the core actually works. So I was thinking about it, and I realized that you guys actually, it might be wiser for you guys to go that direction, because you can be able to customize, brand it the way you want. You got all the important features, posting, what's on your status updates, all that. Users get on, sign up. You know, you can decide all those things, and you don't have to go through the hell, because they've got all the licenses. They've got all the licenses. You don't have to, so it's the easiest way to get in. There's this other porn website called Yes. I keep saying that this Zulu word, some wrong. Sondeza.
No.
Do you know Sondeza? Do you know Sondeza?
Yeah.
Sondeza, they bought the Social Go platform. They use it. And then people have their own accounts.
No, but
they modify it.
Sondeza looks like a site which was created independently. You don't
exactly.
Social Go stuff.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Yes, you can. That's how they want it to be. They want you to get the platform, make it yours, you see,
and you just pay whatever
you pay for the domain, you associate your domain to it, the rest is up to you. And the platform is so simple. You don't need an IT guru, web developer who spent 10 years. No, if you can operate Microsoft Word, you can pretty much follow instructions. And you just have a graphics designer who's going to design some nice graphics for you. You just Hoy them in there, you know, you're looking good. Social Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it.
I think it you know, explore it. Go to their website, check out what they can do.
There now.
This guy is fast.
Yeah.
So you can start any social website with Social Go. That's the cool.
No, it's because it's a blog, it's a social network, it's a
and you've got everything optimized. The beautiful thing is you've got everything optimized. You've got the software optimized, you've got the search engine optimization to Google and everybody. So you don't need to struggle for something. You know the amount of work that goes into.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You guys would literally have to get capital and good capital to actually get this side going.
Yeah.
The way they now, if it ran it perfectly, you're gonna have to get some good capital. But if you can go through Social Go, you need less capital, much less you can ever imagine. Because for you to do with the way they play Nagahona, you're gonna need sure 100,000 rand or something.
Funny thing is, we have, I can say we've got like 90%. No. We've got 70% of the functions and features done and ready. It's just a matter of seeing how it works when we've got like 50, 100, 200 people on it, and stuff like that. Yeah. But then it's the storage as well. And
because you must remember, you see, don't even fool yourselves. All these sites, all these companies, check their history. They all started running at a loss. All of them. Any good social media site that you have today starts at a loss. Pinterest, you can name them. They all started at a loss. Bandwidth costs. You need good investors. You need angel investors who are gonna believe in you. And most of them all. Started with angel investors. They didn't have money. Nobody's gonna give you money to advertise. Even in your first year, you don't wanna have money. If you think you're gonna start advertising in your first year, you're lying to yourself. You have to accumulate
an audience.
Yeah, you need a serious audience which is well calculated. The matrices of calculating your audience, it's gonna cost you. Now with Social Go, it's already done for you. For example, which is why I love Social Go. It's already done for you. Just like Facebook, you know, it will crunch all the numbers for you over how many people like your page. All you do is just to take that, print it out, give it to a company. Say, I wonder how many people like our Facebook page. Hoy up some money, they hoy it up. But now, if you have to do it yourself, you have to hire a programmer to come and program those things.
Someone who calculations and all these things. Yeah?
Imagine how much that will cost you.
And I've been thinking about that for the past one. I even told Eva, kill you.
Because that, I think basically that's where me and you are starting.
Yeah.
With that. That's what me and him have been. We've been constantly thinking, man, all of this. We know how we want to start.
But you see, guys, okay, I understand that you guys have done your research.
Yeah.
But from what I understand from the stories, from Facebook, Google, or any of the good guys, first of all, you need programmers, a programmer. It's okay to start, if you're studying one who's damn good programming.
We've got three, four.
And
one
damn good.
Two are damn good, and the other is just is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Those I know straight up.
So in terms of programming this, you know, how you're gonna crunch your user statistics and all that, and programming.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we are. That's where.
What do they say about it? Are they?
No, we still gonna have a meeting.
Yeah, we're still going to investigate.
Yeah, because I just left them and gave them that space to.
Look, what you could do, take them and deploy them on the Social Go platform.
That's what I want to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get it.
Yes.
So it's not like you're dumping them.
No. What I want to do is this. I wanna check this out. And then shift to it, and then tell them to study this thing, and then build whatever
and give them
build on top of this, and add and change, and then we'll move on from there, and we'll take it from there. That's what I want to do. That's why I asked if you can change this and add your stuff and do that.
You can.
You see, because that's what
the shell. It's called the shell. The shell is modifiable. You can modify it to. If you're good enough, you can modify it. Yeah, but it won't change the functionality of the entire system. The entire system will still function as it should. The only thing is that the shell will look the way you want it to look.
Yeah.
And you'll have a fully fledged social
And then social bullion, how does it make its money?
You pay them.
You pay them.
You pay them a subscription.
Put in date right there. So
You pay them a subscription of.
So is it like monthly or something?
Yes.
dollars.
It's you're looking at around 250 to 300 rands per month.
That's fine.
But that's for the basic package, the entrance to start, right? To start, which is all you need. Because then when people are getting in, but you know, then as time goes on, you need to maybe upgrade to like 500 to 1,000 per month.
Oh no.
But then if you have a team of 5 people that you need to pay, 1,000 rands per month is not money. If you're running an operation like this, you will still obviously need to source some capital, especially in terms of marketing, and make sure that at the end of the day you get the word around. Because I mean, you still have that marketing effort that you need to do.
No, and that's like another.
That's another.
That's another world.
And which is gonna cost you, but at the end of the day, for you to be able to monetize your site, it's only through advertising and premium advertising. Then you have to structure your advertising. Then they have advertising packages that, you know, structures and then abilities that you can use for your site to monetize it and make money. But I think, Puson Desert became quite successful because of social good.
No, I believe something is making money.
Although
people like it,
their porn is low quality, but
people don't care. I mean, people don't give a shit.
As long as it provokes that.
With porn, is there something in low quality?
No,
as long as you hear the sound,
as long as the sound is like, you know the action. You see the action. The human mind. It's very crazy. So.
But anyway, I was never interested in that. I just found it to be low quality in terms of content, but in terms of the design, the layout, you see, they customize it to make it fantastic.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow
us on Twitter. Build an audience of our own.
Let's do that.
So, I don't know if this is the last, but for me, it's one of it's like, for me, personally, I feel like it's the last frontier, right? I feel like it's the grandest. I can see search engine marketing. I can see, search engine. A website, yes, guaranteed you're gonna have. But for me, social media marketing, for me, is like the greatest, the champion of all marketing.
I was wondering.
At this point in my life, after seeing how complicated search engine marketing is, and also hating the fact that people don't even go further than the third page, for me, it's a loss. I don't subscribe to that. I'm sorry. I'm not hating with that. I feel at the end of the day, you waste so much time and money and energy fighting for 3 pages out of millions of companies around the world trying to compete for 3 pages. I mean, can you imagine that?
It's results.
Pages of 25 results each.
You can't find yours.
Dude. Even if you want to pay for that marketing, there's still just not enough space for millions of companies around the world that want to.
Enough,
So now for me, I don't see the point of spending. So, and then search engine optimization companies charge too much money to fight for you to be on the. They charge too much money. I was like, no.
Yeah, I also HubSpot, the company that emailed me.
Yeah,
they do this. I'm like,
no,
I'm not interested in such things.
Like
you can actually sit down and drop your social media strategy.
Yeah,
and put your heads together and speak to each other.
And it will work.
And it's gonna work.
That's the thing about it. I've seen it work myself.
Listen,
sure.
As soon as you've got a Google G+ account, Twitter account, Facebook account, whatever other network account, right? And you've got some engagement happening there. Dude, I'm telling you, do that for 2 months or a month. Google yourself, and you're gonna
find yourself.
Pop up.
Yeah.
It's not
the results.
brain surgery.
Because already as it is, the Google guys, I believe they've realized that this difficult question, this big problem, because many companies will complain.
Yeah.
But I can't spend so much money just for 3
When you
pages.
guys have sponsored ads.
No, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why I was telling you earlier about the relevance issue.
Yeah.
That Google is going to change their strategy to say whoever is the most relevant is going to get the top, finish and climb.
Yeah.
It's not more going to be about. But then now for me, social media has worked so well for me that I believe in advertising on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. For me, those three are the perfect trio. This one for all the media that I want, multimedia that I want, YouTube, all the video production, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Facebook for reaching out to people and getting them. Although, you know, I'm talking generally here. But when guys like you come up, then you have a targeted audience. A company like Gemini or Behringer, if they want to sell the latest new mixers and speakers, they'll come to you. Then, you know, go to Facebook. Depending on how big yours is. They'll come to you. You know, they'll come to you and say, and spend most of their money on you and say, look, guys, big concerts, whenever there's a new concert, they'll come to you.
This week, as far as advertising goes,
you know,
it's
the best way to
it's
go.
one of those, it's a no-brainer.
Social media for me is the ultimate. It's the ultimate. Your money is guaranteed, guys, in the music industry. You crack this one.
Exactly.
You'll be able to monetize very quickly.
Yeah. Because that's why I said it's the. I said earlier on, it's a testing period, and then who to invite and when, and what functions accommodate who as well. Because now, with the functions that we want to have and the features and stuff, and the targeted divisions within entertainment, I mean, you know, it's split into, there's this performing arts, there's music, there's actors, and we know a couple of.
But you guys must start, you know that?
Huh?
You must start. Even though your platform doesn't have to be perfect for you to start.
Yeah,
Facebook wasn't perfect when you started. Started with the most basic,
The thing is,
you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to wait for it to reach a certain level of perfection, because if you've got the basic functionality running, you can already start marketing. Because then if you run the risk of, you know, waiting too long. You know, waiting too long. And you guys are talking about it.
Anytime you want to launch, because
and the more you talk about it, the more people talk about it.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about it, then you wait too long, and then somebody's gonna end up.
No, but I think I'm very. I want it out there.
The thing is, when you bring out a product of this nature, when you're trying to do something so different, which is not something that somebody can just think that, okay, Shaq, I'm going to do this exactly the same as we want to do it. You want to make sure that you bring in quality to your people, and that you want to make sure that these people are going to stick to your product, offer value of service, understand? For the service that you offer.
And another thing,
and you don't want to just bring out.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We are looking at a black market firstly. It's not like the first things first. We're going to go target the white market, but they also know of other social networks, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all these things, right? They know of these things. So if we want to be releasing a social network, we are competing with these guys. Although they are big and we are small, we get that, we understand. But for our product and our target market, we still need to have a reasonable social network running that competes with these guys. Although they've got all the engineers, all the resources, all the functions, and all these things, but we still need to look and operate well. That's what I'm trying to pack. As soon as I feel like yes.
And I believe Social Go will solve all these problems for you. Let me tell you straight, because already, you know, the more you talk,
the more you.
There's so many problems that pile up in my mind. Dude, first we're gonna talk about storage, the servers, your site is gonna be. It gets complicated. And then I was like, no, but then the Social Go, because then the technical are done. So all you gotta do now is just to brush up your marketing strategy. Deploy your team on Social Go and run with it, like ASAP. I tell you this, that one I'm excited about it. I'd like to see something like this happen I'd like to see something like that because it would really define. It will help define a new era in social media.
Yeah. In social media.
Yeah, it would define because then tomorrow we can do a social goal for entrepreneurs, for businesses in South Africa, like targeting, can do social goal for anything. That's the vision that the social goal guys had to say, you know what, and I'm sure they saw it a long time ago. No, you know what, not all people are going to end up on Facebook and MySpace and whatever. And I think that's what inspired them. But you know what, in the future, people are going to be divided into different specialized groups.
Yeah, we are. I mean,
and that's exactly why we have.
And because I think because they knew what the costs.
Yeah.
And the technical aspect.
They calculated.
They realized,
and they thought that if we centralize this every task, we could make a whole lot.
They knew that the chances that people are just going to have money to just go running around studying, so it's going to be difficult. So if you introduce a lower threshold for people to enter the social media market, and you take up all the programming, technical, marketing, what, people should flock to our thing.
See, I don't even have my laptop, and I thought of bringing it.
Guys, I think that if there's anything that came out of this discussion, is that you guys have to go on social go. ASAP.
I don't have any negative thoughts. I'm just gonna get them and study it.
Yeah, study it.
And then take it to the guys and be like, yo, listen, here's a platform.
Yeah.
You plus I don't know, they're studying at the TVT fourth year and whatever, and they've got their own projects and stuff like that. So, listen guys, let's get on this. Let's develop our stuff and what we want to do and stuff. But let's maintain this and let's build this on this platform and move on in life. And then do
you feel that at this point you've put in too much work into what you've been doing already, that it's gonna feel bad to say, look, after all this hard work, now somebody has already done it for us. We're just wasting time. Let's just down all the tools, guys, and
no,
there it is. Oh,
I don't feel like that
because I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that. First of all, because it will be counterproductive in the sense that if you insist on carrying on with the work now, you have to infuse a lot of money and time, and you'll be wasting it. Because if you go on the social goal side, you'll get to monetize faster, and then you'll have the money faster to pick it up. If you feel that this is so good, the monetize it, unless you've got money. I don't know, maybe you got an angel who's gonna give you money to spend here instead of monetizing quickly and having your own money to fund your own program as a research. You're gonna do your own.
But it makes logical sense, because now if we can focus on our audience and the market that we want, if we want to get entertainers onto this. Earlier on, I was saying that we know a couple of professionals or entertainers in the different divisions of entertainment, from entertainment writers to actors to musicians to whatever. We know a couple in each division. So, I mean, we could get all these guys, or a couple of them, on along with their friends, recommendation, so we can get all these guys on social go quicker than we would on this thing, and just obviously
and get going.
Have a UI but at the same time preparing for the future, preparing for if and when we shift and
get back to doing something which totally belongs to you, so to say, your own,
with the features and learn from
and program it as uniquely as you would like to, change the core of it and whatever. So I see what you're doing.
So we're gonna have that whole brainstorm and that whole discussion with the guys, and then and see what they say.
And obviously after they've seen it, and
I remember the first time I discovered Social Go, and there was this other guy. He wanted me to do a website for him. And he's the one who introduced me to Social Go. This guy was so secretive about Social Go, he didn't want me to know. He didn't want me to know what there's something called Social Go on this earth. And this dude, you know, put in all the effort to make sure when he's talking to me and when we're doing this, I don't even get a hint. He was like, he was so onto it. It's like, okay, and I've got this thing, I want to do this other website, this project. What did he call it? Something, I can't remember. He had this another, my zip. He used to call it my zip. My zip. I think he wanted to do a porn website.
Yeah.
Because I think zip was like zip.
Yeah, myself, yeah.
So, but he didn't want me to know about this social go thing. He's like, no, you know, this thing, you see. He was really trying to set it up. Because he saw how successful Sondeza was. And how, and I don't know, maybe somebody else told him, well, this thing is based on social go. And if you go and check, it is actually based on social go. Then he was like, dude, help me out here, I want to do this thing, whatever. I'm like, because he knew that all he needed to do was to get that thing set up. Yeah. And he doesn't need too much. He just needs it to be set up, then he just want to market it, people are going to start posting content. And then he invites people to sign up. You see what I'm saying? And then one day he's like, so he was getting frustrated because he didn't want to like actually just get on it and just, actually he could go get on it, but he just didn't understand how the interface works. Like, you know, it's just menus, you know, it's like getting on Facebook and setting up events, for example. Like setting up an event on Facebook, or you know, it's this basic stuff. But then the language can't turn in that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like kind of like old-fashioned. It's like that. It's like one day he decided, let me just show this nigga this shit. Then he goes, then he shows me. Yeah, but he doesn't want to talk straight. No, they just sent an email. Just check the email. Oh, great, he's trying to limit my view. And I'm sitting with him in front of him. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, whoa. Okay, so shall go. Immediately when I saw the name, I was like, okay.
That's all I need.
Yeah. Then check the email, go to the website. But he didn't want to spend too much time. He felt that, no, this guy's not know too much. Then decided to stop the exercise. Later, I went on the internet, socialgo.com. What the? Wow! Actually, you're trying to tell me that this is available for people to use right now? Yeah. You can have your own. You know people. If you tell someone you can have your own Facebook, people are like, nah. You can actually literally have your own Facebook platform with a name, your own whatever.com, where you name up. What people go there, they sign up just like everything's set up for you. Don't have to sweat, not even like this single drop.
Toilet. Yeah. I don't know. Toilet. There was a site. Toilet.
This stupid site where people went and load crap about each other.
Like they literally crap on each other. Yeah. But now, this thing became a hit. And it was on which platform? What is it? That .win.ru. There was some. And you just give it the name and it will say .win. Whatever name.
Yeah.
Dude, like, so many sites were born from that. There were some downloading sites I used to download from back in Napster as well.
Napster was the first website I knew.
Exactly. It was on the same platform. So I'm guessing social go is on the same tip.
It is. Because even Sondeza was sondeza.socialgo.com. In the beginning, it was based.
So you need to buy
on the free. On the free whatever.
Oh yeah.
On the trial.
Yeah.
Then it became successful. Then you know they started to buy the basic package. Then they upgraded. But it's all there. From sign up, you manage people's, you manage the accounts, you manage the market. It's got its own interface.
There's no website that looks like Sondeza. Like with Napster or with those other things, you look at it and think this looks similar to that, but this looks similar to that. Even with
like that.
Zonke, there's some of the Zonke, all this music the name is different, they all look the same thing. I don't see how
you don't like that. With social go baba, it's
so Desert does not look like
it does not look anything. Yes.
No, it looks like a blank page and
exactly. And I believe that they knew, the creators of social go knew what people would want and unique identity. They provided that. They provided for that. Even your own domain, it doesn't have to be Credo Bonde.social go. No, you can buy your own domain, associate it. Credo Bonde.co.za and put it there, and it would still be the same thing. People would never even know what at social go. They will never even know. It's incredible, dude. It's got everything you need. Everything from picture posting, comment, status, updates, video upload, everything you can imagine. Your own fully fledged social media website. You want to do your social media website for your church? Where only Christians are going to come and log in and talk only about scriptures and everything without being disturbed by all the other crap of people on Facebook. You create that. Don't you think Christians would love that? They'd be crazy. They'd be crazy about it. They'd be like, wow, our own, corner, our own heaven, where the language is. Exactly. If somebody comes and talks crap, they simply report him or her, and then you, the administrator or the control panel is also already customized for the back end. It's not some complicated programming language. It's not some. You don't have to learn how to write any code.
They just give you a chair and say this.
It's like exactly. You can get the chat boxes, little drop down menus. There's no technical programmer language needed. No way. Unless you want to change the face, then you need somebody to design it for you. The look. But otherwise, they also sell different looks. By the way, you can go through their different looks. You can buy the faces. You can buy a unique face from there and apply it on your stuff. Nobody will know. So you want to do one for high school people only, high school kids only. You can do that. You can do the one for politicians only. South African politicians. Can we do it? So Social Go offers you all that. One for technology crazy guys, programmers only.
Going back to social media. Social media.
For me, it's the last frontier of marketing.
But like it needs like for a while now, actually, the past I think 2 to 3 weeks. I'm still waiting to the brainstorming session with the guys on basically social media strategy and how we're gonna go about doing all of that. Like I've been trying to crack my brain thinking, okay, should every social media platform have its own way of, I don't know, sharing information? Like if you've got a Facebook page and you've got a Twitter account and you've got, I don't know, are you a frequent Google Plus user?
No, I use it.
What do you think of Google Plus?
Look, ultimately, Google Plus for me is I like its direct feeling that it has, but I don't see the directness as being different from Facebook or whatever. And the way they did the circles thing, like the way you put people into circles, okay, I see that, right? The only reason why I like Google Plus is because it's right in my Gmail account.
It's in your ecosystem.
So, as a social website, as a social medium, it really doesn't offer anything amazing apart from, separate from Facebook. It doesn't, it does all that is expected. What is expected? Status updates. What is expected? Which is what all of them do. Messaging. You can message. I can message you I can see your daily status or your whatever status updates, right? I don't know, I haven't tested their video capabilities and all that, but you know, all the general stuff is expected. So, this is based on a general concept of saying that social media basically saying we must be able to share information with our friends.
Yes.
Basically, I think that's the concept. To say, if I talk to you, everybody else must know what I was talking to you about. If I really don't want everybody else to know, I can talk to you privately.
But I must be able to find you on that platform. I must be able to find that friend or that person I want to talk to on Facebook or on Twitter. Because if I can't find my friend on that platform, then I will not be on that platform.
Yeah, you won't be excited about it, obviously, but that boils down to the whole marketing effort and all they have to do.
But that's where I'm going with Google Plus now. As soon as you have a Gmail account, you've got a Google Plus account, which in a way is just lie to us and say they've got so many users when it's only actually the Gmail account. But how many of your friends, or okay, me personally, I have out of all my friends with Gmail account, probably 2 are active on Google Plus.
Yeah, look, it depends on how much you use your Gmail account. For me, if you use your Gmail account, ultimately you will be forced to use Google Plus, whether you like it or not. Google Plus is a Facebook competitor. So ultimately, what they're planning is that everyone who's using their Gmail account
is on.
has to end up using by default, because it's not your choice. They've already for the fact that you're using Gmail, it means that they're telling you that now you have to use Google Plus. Whether you're on Facebook already or not, they don't care. It's only a matter of time. They're just calculating. They're just waiting for you. And if they're not waiting for you, every day they're always marketing.
So it's not emails.
They're always like, then wait till you see. Soon we'll all be on Google Plus. Now I've been accepting people. And whether I like it or not, it's there. It just looks at me and says, click me. I go there like, what this thing? Ultimately, I'm gonna find myself being a fully fledged user. I don't have a choice. It's by default. It's the same way that Google beat Internet Explorer and beat Firefox. It's because you don't have a choice. If you use Google to search anything, Google Chrome will always be there, looking at you saying, you're gonna use it whether you like it or not. Before you know it.